Have you ever walked into a room and felt all eyes on you without saying a word? If you're a Sigma male, this probably happens more often than you realize. There's something about the way you carry yourself, calm, confident and completely unfazed by social norms, that naturally draws attention. People can't quite put their finger on it, but they know there's something different about you. Whether it's your quiet intensity, your mysterious aura, or the way you move with purpose, Sigma males have an undeniable presence that makes them impossible to ignore. In this video, we'll break down the key reasons why people can't help but stare at Sigma males and what it really says about you. Let's get into it. 1. Their mysterious charisma. Sigma males have an undeniable, almost hypnotic presence that makes them stand out in any crowd. But it's not because they try to grab attention, far from it. Instead, their appeal comes from something far more elusive, a mysterious charisma that keeps people intrigued. Imagine meeting someone who seems like an open book at first, only to realize that each time you think you understand them, a new layer of depth is revealed. That's what it's like interacting with a Sigma male. They are neither overly expressive nor completely detached. Instead, they exist in a state of unpredictability that makes them endlessly fascinating. One moment, a Sigma can be charismatic and engaged, effortlessly carrying a conversation and drawing people in with his sharp wit and insight. He can be the one cracking jokes, exchanging ideas and making those around him feel like they're part of something meaningful. But just as suddenly he can withdraw, becoming quiet and contemplative, lost in deep thought, as if he's mentally processing the world around him. This duality, being both socially present yet emotionally elusive, is what sets Sigmas apart. Unlike those who naturally fit into the categories of introvert or extrovert, a Sigma male defies classification. He operates on his own terms, engaging with people when it makes sense to him, and retreating when he needs solitude. He is not driven by external validation, nor does he feel the need to maintain a constant social presence. This unpredictable rhythm makes people pay attention. They can't quite figure him out, and that mystery is what keeps them intrigued. They wonder what he's thinking when he sits silently, observing his surroundings with an unreadable expression. They notice how he seems unaffected by social norms, how he moves through life without the need for approval, and how he remains composed even in situations that would rattle most people. People stare at Sigma males not because they are the loudest in the room, but because they are the most enigmatic. They hold an energy that suggests they know something others don't, and that alone is enough to make people want to unravel their secrets. 2. The way they carry themselves. There's something about the way a Sigma male moves that immediately commands attention. He doesn't have to be the tallest, the most muscular, or the best-dressed man in the room. Yet, people take notice the moment he enters a space. It's not about arrogance, and it's certainly not about seeking validation. Instead, it's about an unmistakable presence, one that radiates confidence, self-assurance, and a quiet intensity that few possess. Sigmas walk with purpose. They don't shuffle their feet or wander aimlessly. Their steps are measured, deliberate, and confident. In fact, if you watch closely, you'll notice that many Sigma males naturally walk faster than the average person. And while this may seem like a simple quirk, it actually reveals something deeper about their mindset. Studies have shown that individuals who walk at a brisk pace tend to be more intelligent and highly motivated. Their faster stride isn't just about getting to a destination, it's an unconscious reflection of their sharp intellect and strong sense of purpose. Sigmas don't waste time, and this is evident even in the way they move. But it's not just their pace that catches people's attention, it's also their posture. A Sigma male carries himself with an air of quiet confidence. He stands tall, shoulders back, head held high, not in an exaggerated or boastful way, but in a manner that signals self-reliance. His body language is composed and controlled, never fidgety or anxious. He doesn't seek approval through exaggerated gestures or unnecessary movements. Instead, his presence alone speaks volumes. Even in a crowd, a Sigma moves differently from everyone else. While others might be scanning the room for validation, he remains unfazed by external opinions. He doesn't look around nervously or seek out eye contact for reassurance. He simply exists in his own space, moving with the certainty of someone who knows exactly who he is. 3. Their distinct way of speaking. There's something about the way a Sigma male speaks that instantly commands attention. Unlike those who rely on filler words or try to dominate conversations with loudness, Sigma males speak with precision, intention, and clarity. Every word they choose seems deliberate, as if they've already measured its impact before letting it leave their lips. One of the first things people notice is their ability to articulate their thoughts smoothly. There's no unnecessary fluff, no excessive rambling, just a direct, well-structured expression of ideas. This gives them an air of intelligence and confidence that makes people stop and listen. Another striking feature of their communication style is their steady, unwavering eye contact. While some might shift uncomfortably or glance around when speaking, Sigma males lock in, showing a level of focus and engagement that's hard to ignore. This makes their words feel even more powerful, as if they are speaking from a place of deep conviction. Silence doesn't intimidate them either. In fact, they often embrace it. So unlike many who feel the need to fill every pause with empty chatter, Sigma males understand the power of well-placed moments of quiet. These pauses not only give weight to their words, but also allow them to control the rhythm of the conversation. Whether they're explaining something, making a point, or simply responding to a question, they never feel rushed or pressured to blurt out thoughts carelessly. This calm, intentional way of speaking leaves a lasting impression. People naturally tune in when they speak, not just because of what they're saying, but because of how they say it, with confidence, clarity, and a level of presence that sets them apart from the crowd. 4. They look like they always have a plan. There's a quiet but unmistakable energy that surrounds a Sigma male, the kind that makes people assume he always knows exactly what he's doing. Whether he's walking into a room, sitting in deep thought, or handling a situation, he gives off an air of purpose and control. It's not just confidence, it's the aura of someone who operates on a different wavelength, someone who seems to always be a few steps ahead. This perception isn't accidental. It stems from their deeply ingrained self-reliance. Sigma males have spent years cultivating their independence, often because they learned early on that the only person they could truly depend on was themselves. This realization led them to become voracious learners, always seeking to master new skills and expand their understanding of the world. They don't wait for others to solve their problems. They analyze, strategize, and take action. This sense of preparedness translates into their demeanor. They don't appear easily shaken or caught off guard, even in unfamiliar situations. While others might hesitate or second-guess their decisions, Sigma males tend to move with quiet certainty, giving off the impression that they've already mapped out their next move. Even when they don't have a clear answer, they rarely show doubt. Instead, they approach challenges with a calculated mindset, gathering information and adapting as needed. This ability to stay composed, even under pressure, only reinforces the belief that they are always in control. 5. Their ability to energize a room. There's something undeniably magnetic about a Sigma male's presence. Unlike alphas, who command attention with loud voices and dominant personalities, Sigmas don't need to force themselves into the spotlight. Yet, wherever they go, people can't help but notice them. The reason? Their energy. Sigma males carry an aura of self-assurance and quiet intensity that naturally influences those around them. They aren't the ones cracking the loudest jokes or trying to win people over with charm, yet they have a way of making others feel at ease in their presence. This is because Sigmas operate with a deep internal balance. They don't let external chaos affect their inner world. While others might walk into a room carrying stress, anxiety, or frustration, a Sigma male enters with a steady and composed demeanor, creating a ripple effect that shifts the entire atmosphere. This is especially noticeable in social settings. Even if a Sigma male isn't the center of attention, people subtly feel his presence. His ability to remain unbothered by unnecessary distractions makes him a grounding force in a room full of scattered energy. While most people get caught up in petty drama, external validation, or fleeting emotions, Sigmas remain focused on what truly matters. And that's what makes people stare. The human brain is naturally wired to seek out sources of stability and strength, and Sigma males embody both. They don't seek approval, yet they earn people's respect effortlessly. They don't demand attention, yet they become the unspoken leaders in a group. What's even more intriguing is that Sigma males don't try to be uplifting, but they are. Their mindset, their presence, and their quiet resilience inspire those around them. In a world where negativity, self-doubt, and overthinking are common, Sigma males stand as a refreshing contrast. Men who don't dwell on the past, who don't let small things ruin their day, and who constantly focus on moving forward. This effect isn't something people consciously recognize right away, but deep down they feel it. That's why they stare, because they can sense something different about the Sigma male, even if they can't quite put their finger on what it is. 6. Nothing seems to bother them. One of the most striking things about Sigma males is their unshakable nature. In a world where people are quick to react, whether it's to insults, pressure, or unexpected challenges, Sigmas stand out by doing the exact opposite. They remain calm, composed, and unfazed, no matter the situation. This naturally makes people curious. They wonder, why isn't he reacting? Does he not care? How does he stay so collected while everyone else is stressed? The truth is, Sigma males operate on a different wavelength than most. Instead of reacting emotionally to situations, they analyze them logically. When faced with criticism, they don't lash out or get defensive. When confronted with challenges, they don't crumble under pressure. Instead, They take a step back, assess the situation, and determine the best course of action without letting emotions cloud their judgment. This ability to stay grounded is what makes them so intriguing. Most people are used to seeing emotional reactions, anger, frustration, nervousness. So when they encounter someone who seems completely unaffected by external pressures, it catches their attention. It makes them wonder what's going on inside his mind. But it's not just about emotional control. It's about a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Sigma males don't waste energy on things they can't control, nor do they allow negativity to consume them. They understand that life is full of obstacles, but instead of getting stuck in frustration or self-pity, they focus on finding solutions. This problem-solving mindset is rare, and it gives them an air of quiet power that others find both admirable and intimidating. And then there's the mystery factor. People expect strong personalities to be vocal about their thoughts and feelings. They expect confidence to be loud and resilience to be boastful. But Sigma males defy those expectations. Their confidence is silent. Their resilience is internal. They don't seek validation, don't explain themselves unnecessarily, and don't reveal their emotions unless they choose to. 7. They have a unique style. One of the first things that cause people to stare at a Sigma male is his distinct and effortlessly cool sense of style. Unlike most people who either blindly follow the latest fashion trends or flaunt expensive designer brands to showcase status, Sigma males have an entirely different approach. Their clothing choices reflect their independent mindset, one that prioritizes authenticity, practicality, and timeless appeal over fleeting trends or societal expectations. Sigma males don't feel the need to dress a certain way just to impress others. You won't see them covered in loud patterns, oversized logos, or flashy accessories that scream for attention. Instead, their style is subtle yet powerful. They favor high-quality, well-fitted clothing that exudes quiet confidence rather than outward arrogance. Think classic, neutral tones, minimalist aesthetics, and pieces that stand the test of time rather than seasonal fads. But what truly sets them apart is not just the clothes they wear, it's how they wear them. Their posture, their composed demeanor, and the effortless way they carry themselves add an extra layer of intrigue. They don't try to stand out, yet they naturally do. People who obsess over trends might not understand how someone can look so put together without trying too hard. They stare because they're intrigued, wondering how a Sigma male manages to appear so effortlessly stylish while remaining completely indifferent to external validation. And perhaps the most interesting part, Sigma males aren't dressing for anyone else. Their fashion choices are deeply personal, reflecting their inner self-reliance and refusal to conform. This alone makes them magnetic to those around them, even if they don't realize it. 8. Their unconventional lifestyle is intriguing. It's not just their appearance that makes Sigma males the center of attention, it's their entire way of life. They don't just live differently. They redefine what it means to be successful, fulfilled, and free. And this, more than anything, makes people stop and stare. Most people operate within a structured system, whether it's climbing the corporate ladder, adhering to social norms, or following a conventional path laid out by society. Sigma males, however, reject this framework entirely. They are the outliers, the self-sufficient thinkers who forge their own paths without seeking permission or approval. While others chase after external validation, Sigmas are perfectly content charting their own course, often in ways that baffle those around them. For example, while many people believe success comes from networking, playing office politics, or following the standard formula for achievement, Sigma males often rise to the top through sheer skill, discipline, and unconventional thinking. They don't beg for opportunities, they create them. They don't wait for permission, they take action on their own terms. This makes them incredibly intriguing to those who have been conditioned to believe success only comes from following the traditional playbook. People stare at Sigma males because they represent something both intimidating and inspiring, a different way of thinking, living, and achieving. There's a natural curiosity that surrounds them as others try to figure out, how does he do it? Why does he seem so unfazed by the pressures of society? What's his secret? And the most frustrating part for onlookers, Sigma males don't explain themselves. They don't go around broadcasting their methods or seeking admiration. They simply exist in their own world, unbothered by the noise of society, and that in itself makes them even more fascinating. Even in casual settings, their behavior stands out. While most people engage in small talk or try to fit in, Sigma males observe, analyze, and remain selective about their interactions. They don't force themselves into social circles or try to impress anyone. They remain on the outskirts, yet somehow they command more attention than those desperately seeking it. This air of mystery combined with their unconventional success, makes people want to know more, though they may never get the answers they're looking for. Sigma males don't just live differently, they embody an entire mindset that challenges the status quo, and that's why people stare.